Welcome to an Earful. Wow, what an awesome day, what an awesome time to be alive in the land of the living. I thank God for you and you who are watching us today. And we are with you and you're with us. And it's an exciting time to do what God has called all of us to do. Listen, I'm sad to be able to start the show off by saying our condolence to the Councilman Kwame's family. He was a great councilman, a long-time councilman here in the city of Detroit. As a matter of fact, we want to dedicate this show to him and all he has accomplished and done in the city. What an awesome man he was. So with that being said, hey, listen, we want to hear some good in the hood. You know how we do it each and every week. We want to hear from you to tell us what's happening around you, the good. It's time to put the spotlight on the good that's happening in the hood. We know that you are doing some good and you are aware of some good that's going on, and that's what it's about, us as a community getting behind the people that are doing the right thing, doing the good stuff. Well, we on an Earful, that's what we do here, and we just so glad for you to be with us today and to travel with us as we're journeying through that exciting time of our purpose. Listen, that's what it's about, fulfilling your purpose in this earth. Don't you die without having lived. You got to live, and you live through your purpose. The blessing of God is all of us doing what we were called to do individually. And sometimes social media and other internet things have made the world smaller, so it's hard for people to be individuals because we have so much access to so many other people's gifts. But I'm telling you, sometimes you got to cut that TV off, you got to cut that computer off, you got to put that phone down and spend some me time. Spend some time with yourself so that you can hone in on your gifts and your talents and perfect those things, because guess what? The world is waiting on you. Wow, that's exciting. And guess what? That's an earful. Well, we want you to stay excited. We got a lot of things we want to share with you today. I'm telling you, I know a lot of us been watching it and it's been some static. It's hard to hear, but we're working on that. We're trying to get it together. And we're also working on the background and other things we have upgraded. So next week, we're going to have a whole new look for you. But we thank you for working with us and sticking with us as we're journeying through what I believe is my purpose, and that is reaching you. God has given me a word for you, and this is the medium we're using to connect to you. Isn't it awesome? You don't have to come into a building. You can sit in the comfortness of your home or your car or wherever you may be and tune in to a great show and hear some great things. Well, I'm just excited what God is doing in us, for us, and through us. And remember our mantra, God is with us, God is for us, God is in us. Come on, say it with me. God is with us, God is for us, God is in us. Now make it personal. God is with me, God is for me, God is in me. Come on, say it loud. God is with me, God is for me, God is in me. Wow. Isn't that powerful? I'm telling you, whatever you may be facing, whatever may be coming against you, when you say that mantra, it empowers you to be able to do whatever it is God has called you to do. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come right back and get right back into it right here live on An Earful. And I'm your host, Lemuel Appling.
Now you can watch WHPR TV 33 on Fire Stick. Catch all of your favorites. Stay informed. Don't miss a minute of your favorite talk shows. Call, text, tweet, post. WHPR TV 33 is worldwide on Fire Stick. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. WHPR TV 33, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
And we're back live right here on An Earful. I'm just excited what God is doing. I'm telling you, congratulations to all of the 2019 graduates. My son, my junior, Lemuel Appling Jr., he's graduating from the 8th grade this year, and I'm just so proud of him. He's such an excellent son, and he's doing marvelous things, and I can't wait to see what God is going to do through this guy. I'm telling you, he's son after my own heart, and I thank God for him. And all of the 2019 graduates. You made it, you made it, you did it, and the best is yet to come. Shout out to Dr. Twyla, one of our members at Spiritual Training Center, has graduated with her doctor's degree in veterinarian, and she's my first doctor, so I'll shout out to Twyla. Listen, all of us, this is our year. I'm telling you, 2019, you can graduate from whatever thing you are working on or working at or working towards. I'm telling you, stay excited. Why? Because excitement is contagious. That's what it's about. And we are spreading that all over the city. Well, I'm just one that believes that the city is still ours. We still have a chance to make the best of this place. And it's up to you and I to become a community again. That's what's missing. We're not a community. We're not together like we're supposed to be. We're individuals, and we cannot make it alone. We wasn't designed to, so you, me, yep, we got to work together. Whatever it is you're doing, we got to begin to invest in each other. All other races do it, and it's time for us as black people. If Black Lives Matter, it has to matter to us, not only with social issues, but also economically. We have to matter economically. We have to value our dollar. You know how much money we spend, how much money we give to the hands of other people that's not benefiting us? We got to cut that out. And it starts with us being economically intelligent and making better decisions, right? So, and that's an earful, right? And that's why we call this show an earful, because we want to fill you up with some great things that will help you to do what God has called all of us to do. And one of the best things we can do is show our children how to use money, not just get money, but to use it. We have to be able to put the monies back into the community, put the monies back where they can circulate and help other people launch their dreams and their visions. And that's what's happening when you put yourself in a position to bless someone else do what they're called to do, because there's a lot of people who have great ideas but limited resources, and there's a lot of people who have a lot of resources but no ideas. And when we bring those two together, that's when things happen. So you who out there, don't hold on to your money, and don't say it's only one way that you know how to get money. No, if you are blessed financially, open your heart and your mind to those who are around you who have great ideas. It's funny, in the black community, we'll give to some senseless things frivolously, but to someone that is doing something that could change lives for the better, we haphazardly approach that. No, we got to stop that. People who need help, they need a launching pad. They need someone like you who is in a position to be a blessing, to bless them so that they can do what is in their heart to do. See how that works together? Yes, we need all of us to begin to think like that. I watched one time a video of a guy who came home to see a house that had been vacant for years next to him occupied. And it was like 15 Mexicans was all over the house, and he was looking at, wondering why was they there and what was they up to. And he heard a lot of banging and stuff, so he walked out of his house and went and visited them to see what was going on. And he approached one of the Mexicans, and one of the guys introduced himself and said that he was the new homeowner. And he said the guys that was with him were his friends, and they was having a couple of beers, and they was going to fix the house. Well, that was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening. The next morning, when the guy got up to go to work, the house had been almost totally renovated. I'm talking about these guys got together and for one common cause and got the job done. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine if you and I would get together with other like-minded people and get things done. Wow. What type of change will we bring on our community? What type of change will we bring to our family? What type of change will we bring to the minds of the young people who are watching us? And that's what we got to do it for. We got to do it for the young people who are watching us, because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to create wealth. And those of us who do, we got to show them, right? Okay, I want to hear from you. Give us a call at 313-868-0342 or 313-868-0351. We want to hear about some good in the hood. If you know some people that is launching off some great community outreaches, or if you know some community resources, because we're coming up on summer and a lot of children, should I say young adults, teenagers need summer jobs. Listen, if you know of some summer jobs that are available, give us a call so we can make that known to the community, right? Because that's what it's about. It's about the community. Shouts out to Mayor Wyndham, the former mayor of Highland Park, who's keeping up with the former President Obama's Brothers Keepers program. And I'm telling you, he's doing a marvelous job over there in the city of Highland Park, or should I say right here in the city of Highland Park, where he has always been a blessing to his community and never forgot where he's come from and reaches back and uplift the young men that's in that area. And that's what we got to do, not forget where we come from the standpoint that we're reaching back and lifting people up. I had an awesome conversation with a young man this week who was telling me about how he had opportunities to play ball in high school, but, you know, the streets got to him and he didn't make it as far as he would have liked to have. And I said, man, you know, what if you had the chance to talk to yourself again? And I believe that's what mentorship is about, and that's why it's so important that each and every one of us reach back to the children and let them know that, yes, we made mistakes in our past, but they don't have to go the same route and they don't have to do the same things. And I believe that is so important and so vital that we, as a black community, begin to educate our young folks and not glorify thug life, street life, as if that's the only way. No, we got to let them know, no, you can make better choices, better decisions, because guess what? They have not ceased building prisons. They have a place to put you. So we got to change the narrative, and that's what we intend to do right here on An Earful. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break and come right back at it and got more information for you. So stick and stay right here on An Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. We see you on the other side.
Alexa, open TV 33 Live. Alexa, open FM Detroit. Alexa, open FM Virgin Islands. Now you can listen to WHPR, TV 33, and WVIE on Amazon Echo. Don't miss a minute of your favorite shows. And find out how you can have your own show heard worldwide on Amazon Echo. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. The Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Welcome back to An Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. Well, I'm telling you, what an awesome year thus far. God has been walking with us all this year, and we're entering the 6th month of the year. Where are you? This is the time to reflect. Look back. Are you in line with your goals that you set at the top of the year? How are you as far as your New Year's resolution? Are you still keeping that weight off? Are you still working towards that dream? What are you doing? This the halfway point. This is the opportunity to reflect and to refocus and to realign yourself so that you can continue down that path that you set in the beginning of the year. That's right. It's halftime. It's time now to rev up those engines and to go full speed ahead towards your destiny, towards your purpose. And that's what we want to do. We want to motivate you. We want to encourage you. Yes, you can make it. Yes, you can do it. Right? What an awesome thing. Listen, Detroit is headed in the right direction, and we just have to stay at the helm, and we have to stay in charge. That's what it's about. Land is all around us, and we got to begin to acquire land, because land is power. That's what is a great thing for all of us really to step into. And there's a lot of seminars and social gatherings all around us that's pushing this agenda. And you just got to get involved. You got to get involved. People all around us are looking towards buying property, buying land here in the city of Detroit. And I'm telling you, it's an awesome time to do that. Also in Highland Park. Highland Park has some beautiful homes and a lot of land also. So don't pass up this opportunity. And let's build those conglomerates. Come on, let's work together. I want to help be a part of that move of us tearing down the walls. You know, people are so quick to talk about Atlanta or talk about New York or talk about California. But guess what? Detroit is a mecca too, and we can bring it back by loving on each other. What we need now is love. That's what we got to do. We got to love on each other and amplify and spotlight the good that we have in each other, and then watch how things begin to explode all around us, and all of us can eat, all of us can provide for our families and friends like we really want to. But we got to get that negative me, I attitude away. It's even in the church. I'm not talking about just the streets. I'm talking about just the community. It's even in the church. The church should have a stronger reach, a stronger hold on the neighborhoods and community than we have, but everybody's trying to fill up their church and look big and act big instead of understanding that we were all called for the low person, the little person, the poor person, the one person. God told, he said, I'll leave the 99 and go after the one. And that's what we got to do. It's time to tear down the walls of the buildings of the church so that we can go out in the communities, in the streets where the people are that need us most. Man, it's a sad thing. So many people are just zombified, is walking around, looking like the land of the dead, the walking dead. We got to wake our people up and begin to love on them and give them other outlets besides intoxicating themselves. And but that's going to take all of us getting involved. I challenge all the churches. Remember, we said we're going to go out to the streets, go out to the highways and byways, because guess what? That's the commission. That's what Jesus called us to do. This morning, I had a great conversation with a Jehovah's Witness who told us that they have a great convention coming up this month of June. And I think I'm going to go stick my head in one of the days. I think it's the 14th, 15th, and 16th. All the Jehovah's Witnesses are converging down in Detroit area, in the southeastern Michigan area. And I'm telling you, I think they're going to be knocking on more doors than ever before. And I think, I almost want to say I know God is using them because the church won't go. And they're carrying the message of the gospel. So, we can't knock them because we're sitting in our comfortable, beautiful churches and having sanctified services while everybody's going to hell all around us. But thank God for the Jehovah's Witness who are out there knocking on the doors and spreading the word. So I encourage you who believe. I had another conversation with another gentleman earlier today. He came and he had a nice suit on. I said, "Hey, Doc, what's the word for today?" And he said, "Oh, I haven't read my daily bread." I said, I didn't want to say it to him to offend him, but guess what? All of us should have a word. All of us have been blessed. All of us have been helped. All of us have had an experience with God each and every day. And that's a word in itself. People don't read the Bible. They don't understand who, or should I say, they don't know who Paul is or who Peter is or who James or the other biblical characters, but guess what? They know who you are. And when you begin to spread what God is doing for you, that reaches people way more than any biblical story. And so that's where it starts. It starts with your own personal testimony. Remember testimony time in church? That used to be the livest time of the service, when people would tell us their personal experiences with God, and they would catch the whole church on fire, because there's nothing like a true experience, a true God experience. So I'm telling you, get out here and begin to tell other people about what God is doing for you, because someone is in need of God right now. And when they hear that God is alive, he is still on the throne, he is still healing people, he is still helping people, he is still delivering people, then that will encourage them to believe that God would do it for them. Matter of fact, if you have a testimony, we want to open the lines for you to give us a call right here at Earful at 313-868-0342, 313-868-0351. Those numbers just popped up on your screen. You don't have to memorize them. Just call them and let us hear from you what God has done for you. And I'm telling you, it's going to encourage somebody, because somebody need to hear a word from God. No matter what you're going through, God is still alive. He's still in charge. And I know things seems to weigh us down and seems to be heavy, but I want you to stay encouraged and be encouraged. Listen, pray, believe that God will. Remind yourself of the times that God has done it before. You've been in trouble before. You needed money before. You've been sick before. This ain't the first time that you needed a miracle. So guess what? Remind yourself how God healed you, how God delivered you, how God made a way. And if he did it then, he can do it again. And that's an earful. All right? Okay. So we want to hear from you. My hand clapping lady, that was a good hand clapping moment right there. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, we want to hear from you. Got those numbers right on the screen. Give us a call because we're live right now. I know a lot of you may catch up with the show on YouTube, and I wish that you could call then. But listen, I want you to prepare yourself to call us next Sunday. If you're watching us throughout the week, call us and live so that we can get your good news, because that's what we're looking for, the good in the hood. Well, it's a lot of churches that are doing great things in the neighborhood, and we want you to link up with them. I know a lot of us have been church hurt, and for whatever reason we stopped going to the place, but we shouldn't, because God is still in our hearts. So you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You find a church for you where you fit. And listen, when you go there, don't go there looking for people to be perfect. Go there looking to for a place where you can grow spiritually, because that's what it's about. It's not about the people in the place. It's about the education that you're getting out of the place, because what you learn there is what will help you grow and increase as an individual, and then take it to the streets where other people can be experience it also, right? All right. Now I got my hand clapping lady. She's on overdrive now. Thank God for her. Wow. What an awesome time. Listen, we want to hear from you. 313 868-0342. Our phone lines are open. And I just thank God for this opportunity to share with you today. We had some great guests that was planned to come today, but, we will try to reschedule them for next week. And like I said, if you would love to come on the show, we would love to sponsor you and to hear from you and to give you a spotlight on the good that you're doing in the hood. So give us a call, and we'll get you on at 313-450-5110. We're looking for sponsorship. We're looking for people who will get on board and to help us get the word out and keep the word out. And we also have our not PayPal, what they call it now, Cash App, $ Earful. And Earful, $ and Earful is our Cash App. If you would like to donate and help support this show, we do need your help and support. We have never asked for that here on the show, because we wanted to get to know you and give you an opportunity to get to know us. So if you're ready to sponsor us, we're ready for your help and support, and we need it. So we Cash App us right there on the $ and Earful, so that we can continue to bring you good news and good interviews and a good show right here on An Earful. All right. Well, I'm just excited about what God is doing throughout the world. Donald Trump is our president, and this is a year for all of us to take a stand. For those who don't like Trump, this is an election year, so find out what candidate is running with the platform you agree with. Don't be a sideline complainer. No, get in the game. Find out, do your due diligence, do your research, and find out what candidate is running for president that you can back and you can support. And then do it with all of your heart, with all your soul, so that if you don't like Donald Trump, you have done your job to get someone you do like and do agree with in office. But if you don't vote, and if you don't find out and study and research these different candidates, because there's a lot of them right now. Of course, it's the beginning of the race. There's a lot of them right now that has different platforms, and you have to study them, do your background research, and find out what they're standing for. And when you stand with them, come on, push them all the way. It's time out for us being sideline complainers. We need to get in the game and know exactly what's going on, because we're not getting no younger, we're getting older, right? So and also we have other local offices that are going up this year too, so you want to be aware of that and vote smartly, vote intelligently. And the way you vote intelligently is that you do your research on the platforms of the people that's running for office. Once again, we would like to give our condolences to Councilman Kwame, who went home to glory, and he lived a great life. He lived an awesome life, and he did a lot for his city, and he never forgot where he came from, and he always did the best he could for the city that he grew up in and that he loved and he called home. So, like we said in the beginning and the top of the show, that this show is dedicated to Detroit City Councilman Kwame, and we just thank God for his life and his legacy. And our prayers and our condolences go out to his family and as they're going through this hard time and laying down their loved one. So we're praying for you, but we thank you for allowing us to borrow him as a city councilman and as a fellow Detroit citizen. Well, we're going to take another small commercial break, and we're going to come right back and get right back into it right here live on An Earful. And I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. See you in a minute.
Your radio is now on TV. Your TV is now on radio. WHPR 88.1 FM can now be heard and seen worldwide. The same platform that hosts all of your favorite content now has WHPR TV and radio. Have your own radio or TV show on Roku with approximately 8 million homes, starting as low as $50. Debut your music video, clothing line, church ministry, plays, or products. A limited number of slots are available, so act now. For more information, visit RokuDetroit.com or call 313-868-6612. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit Worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers.
And we're back live on An Earful. Once again, this show is dedicated to Councilman Kwame Kenyatta. May you rest in heaven, and we thank God and we salute you for your service, and we thank God for all the years of service and selfless servanthood that you presented. And you was a man's man, and you was a black man's black man, and you stood up for what you believed in, and you didn't sell out. And we thank you for that, and we salute you, my brother. And our prayers go out to the Kenyatta family, and we thank you. We thank the family for sharing him with us, and our prayers is now with you as you lay down your loved one, and we're praying for you, okay? And we dedicate this show to the life and the legacy of Detroit City Councilman Kwame Kenyatta, and we thank God for him. Well, that's what we want to help encourage us to live. Because when all you're doing is done, it's only what you've done that will live on. So you, live. Fulfill that purpose. Fulfill that destiny. Live a life worth living, so that those who are watching you will catch on and begin to live. And that's how we change the world. And that's how we build on legacy. All right, and that's what it's about. It's too many times I've been to funerals and you read the obituaries and they tell you when they was born, what school they went to, what job they had, how many kids they had, who they married, and then they died. They really didn't accomplish anything in life, and we got to cut that out. It's time. It's cool to have a bunch of friends. It's cool to have have seen a lot of places, but it's even better to have touched lives and have made a mark on the planet that can never be erased. And that's what it's about. And that's what God has instilled in you, and he has instilled in me. something that we can do, that we offer to society, that no one else can do. All right? So we want you to be encouraged. We want you to be encouraged. Get up off your do nothing and do something. And those of us that are doing something, yes, you're going to struggle. It's going to be good days. It's going to be bad days. It's going to be up days. It's going to be down days. But you got to learn to be content no matter what you're going through and stand strong. You know why? Because God is with you. God is for you. God is in you. Well, we also want to keep encouraging each and every believer to do your job. And your job is to spread the word. Yes, tell somebody about the good things that God is doing for you. I'm telling you, you will make someone's day when you use the opportunity to not spread gossip or filth, but to say something that will uplift your brother or sister. I'm telling you, that's what we need to hear. And that will spark something inside your neighbor that will cause them to want to live out their dreams and their destiny. And that's what we want to be able to do, because that's black power. So many of us that are witty and have great ideas, and the world is waiting on us to continue to evolve and to change the narrative and the conversation. We must grow up, and when you grow up, guess what? You let go of those childish things, and you begin to do things that are more mature and admirable, and is appreciative and beneficial to everybody around you. Because I know I was a knucklehead, and I was doing everything under the sun that I wasn't supposed to do, but God has blessed me to live long enough to try to right my wrongs. And I think that's what all of us should be doing, trying to make our future way better than our past, right? So get up, and let's do it. And the way you do that is you look within yourself, and you be real with yourself, and pray and spend some time searching and finding out from God what your thing is and what he wants you to do to help someone else. Because guess what? Man is not an island. You cannot live by yourself. I know I couldn't even get here by myself. I needed a ride. So guess what? We all need somebody at some point or at some time. All right? So make yourself available. Make yourself the somebody for someone else. Instead of waiting on what you need, be the fulfiller of other people's needs. I don't know if that was good grammar, but it'll work, right? Right here on An Earful. Listen, I'm excited about what God is doing and what he got coming next right here in the city of Detroit. So many entrepreneurs, so many promoters and movers and shakers are just rising up, and it's time for us to attach ourselves to these people and get in the flow. That's right. The blessing is a flow, and you got to be moving to be a part of it. So do all that you can do where you are. A wise man told me years ago, if you do all the free stuff, by the time you get to what you think costs, it won't be as much as as you thought it was, or you'll be able to handle it. Either or, you'll be in a better position if you keep on moving than if you were to stay still and stagnant and use every excuse not to do something. All right? And we don't want you to do that. We need you. We need you. The world needs what you have. And that's An Earful. We want you to stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. These are times where a lot of people lose hope because we're going through so much. But you have to stay encouraged. You have to encourage yourself sometimes. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I made it through worse, and I can make it through this. And you watch the power within rise up and give you the energy you need to make it one more day, one more step. And like the old commercials used to say, I'm not only the president, but I'm also the client. I'll have to eat my own words and live by my own words and encourage my own self. And that's why I can stand here and boldly tell you that it works. When you look yourself in the mirror and you pull yourself on up and tell yourself, look, God is with me. God is for me. God is in me. I'm telling you, that just it turns it lights that fire back and turns you back on and gets you empowered to overcome whatever obstacle that is standing in your way. Because guess what? You're not alone. Well, we got some great things, some great events coming up the next couple of weeks that we want you to support and to get behind and to push. So we need all of us to really help each other, to sponsor each other, to patronize each other. And then that what that means is all of us have to step our game up in our performance, in our delivery, in our customer service, so that when people come to our business and support us, they are satisfied customers. Because that's what it's about. That's how you get repeat customers, is when your customers are satisfied. So work on your thing. Get it better, get it better, get it better, and watch our people come from the north, the south, the east, and the west to watch you do what you do, or to support you doing what you do. Okay? So that's something that you have to work on. And you do it even when you don't feel like it. You do it even when everything else is coming against you. You do it because guess what? Tomorrow's a better day. And if you do and you sacrifice what you need to today, then tomorrow will be easier. Okay? So we can't allow it to compile on us, and then it feels too like it's too much, and the weight is too much where we can't get it done. And that's why a lot of people stop in the middle of their progress, and they don't make it to their promised land because they allow things to pile up, and then it seems overwhelming. So you don't want to do that. You want to stay on top of it. Like we said a little earlier, that this is the month of June. This is halfway in the year. So this is the time for you to reflect upon your dreams and your goals and your ideas that you set at the top of the year, and dust them off and say, okay, where am I? Align yourself, refocus yourself, get yourself in check, and then finish the year strong. Like I tell my children all the time, it's not about how you start, it's all about how you finish. So yeah, you may have staggered a little bit this year, you may have even quit, but guess what? The year isn't over. Pick that dream back up, pick that idea back up, and get it going. And come on, you got 6 more months to finish whatever you started at the top of this year. And you can do it. You can do it. All it takes is a little blood, sweat, and tears, and a whole lot of sacrifice. Well, that's an earful, and you heard that live right here on An Earful. We're going to take another small commercial break, and we'll be right back with a lot more motivation right here on An Earful. And I'm your host, Lemuel Appling.
Now you can watch WHPR TV 33 on Fire Stick. Catch all of your favorites. Stay informed. Don't miss a minute of your favorite talk shows. Call, text, tweet, post. WHPR TV 33 is worldwide on Fire Stick. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. WHPR TV 33, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Welcome back, live right here on An Earful. And we just thank you for sticking and stand with us this whole hour. And we pray and hope and believe that we share something with you just to encourage you along the way. We want to continue to be a part of your journey and see where God takes you and how you evolve into the woman and the man of God that you are purposed and predestined to be. I'm telling you, it's just awesome to see people metamorph into their destiny. It was a guy who collected wild caterpillars because he loved butterflies, and I'm telling you, he collected them from all parts of the earth, and one day he found this exotic caterpillar that he wanted so bad, and to see what type of butterfly it would turn out to. So he got a aquarium special for it, and got special leaves so it could eat on, and put the caterpillar in there, and would watch it day after day as it would squirm around and eat on the leaves, and he kept it comfortable. And then one day it spun this cocoon and got up in this cocoon, and the guy was so excited to see it metamorph into this awesome butterfly. And then one day he came and he heard some noise at the aquarium, and he looked and seen the struggling butterfly trying to come out of the cocoon, and he was watching, anticipating to see what it turned into. And as he was watching, he was getting so anxious, and it seemed as if the butterfly was struggling and couldn't get out of the cocoon. So in love and in haste, he snipped a little hole to help assist the butterfly to get out of the cocoon, and it wiggled on out. But when it came out and tried to spread its wings, it couldn't because it was paralyzed. The man didn't understand that pushing through the cocoon, pushing out of the cocoon, pushed the blood to the extremities of the wings that gave it strength to be able to hold up the butterfly and also to fly. But without that struggle, the butterfly was paralyzed. And a lot of us would love for God to reach down and get us out of situations right now. But God is allowing you to struggle because it's making you stronger. Wow, yes, it's making you stronger so that you'll be able to fly. You'll be able to support yourself. You'll be able to stand because guess what? Another storm is coming. Another situation. When God blesses you out of this situation, guess what? Another situation is coming. So God is empowering you through your struggle so that when the next thing comes, you will be able to stand. Right? So allow it. Sometimes we be praying, Lord, get me out of this. When we should say, Lord, help me to stand through this. Wow. And that's an earful. That was deep. I like that. Praise the Lord. So that's what you got to do. You got to sometimes stand. The Bible also says when you've done all you can do, stand. And that's what you got to do. You got we all want to get out of things, but sometimes, number one, we put ourselves in things. And God has to allow us to learn how we got there, so that we won't get there again. And that process, is better known as the struggle. But allow the struggle to empower you, to strengthen you, so that you'll be able to stand and fly and accomplish those things that God has called you to do. And that's why it's important that we get in the church, because the church is where we get the encouragement we need to make it through these daily struggles. And that's what you need. You need a church home, a place where you can go and people are like-minded. They are going in the right direction. And that's basically how church started. It's not about the building itself. It's about people that come together on one accord going in the same direction. So that's what you got to surround yourself around, people that are positive and people that are going in the right direction. The old folks used to say birds of a feather flock together. So you got to hang around people who are going where you trying to be, and that's how you get there. Okay, so stay encouraged. I know you know that already, but you're not doing it, and that's why we're telling you to begin to get rid of all the negative company and people who are stagnated and people who are stuck. A lot of people are stuck in the past when they used to have it, when they used to do it. And I know for my own self that life is about evolving. If you don't change with the change, then you will be left behind and you will one day be extinct. So you got to change. You got to evolve. Things don't stay the same at all from no standpoint in no area of life. Everything in life evolves. Everything in life grows. Everything in life changes. And so should you. Right? We got to, or we will be extinct. We will be left behind because things are moving ever so rapidly in this day and time that we're living in. Well, I'm excited, and I want to hear from you. If you have a great thing that you're doing in the community, what we call good in the hood, we would like you to give us a call at 313-450-5110. That's 313-450-5110. And we want to bring you on the show so that we can spotlight you and let the world know the good that you're doing in the hood. So give us a call so that we can schedule you and bring you on in so that the world can hear what you are doing and the community can know what's available. A lot of us don't know what you're doing. So we can't patronize you. We can't support you. We can't help you. But you're doing something we need to know about because what you're doing is adding on the growth and development of our community. Wherever you are, this show is able to be seen worldwide. So wherever you are, wherever community you're in, I know I talk a lot about Detroit because that's where we are. But wherever you are, we want you to begin to think like community. That's what we got to get back to, community. It's not about individualism. It's about each other, and that's what we got to do. When you go out to other communities to the Chaldean, to the Irish, to all the other communities, they stick together, and that's what we got to begin to do. If, and I say if very strongly, if Black Lives Matter, we got to prove it. Not just when something tragic happened, but each and every day as we're helping each other to make it along the way. There's no big I's and little U's. We all need each other. And that's what it's about. Those who do have it reach down to those who don't. And those who don't have it get serious about what you're doing, so when the opportunity presents itself, you can be ready, right? Okay. And then those who do have it don't get burnt out by people you've helped before and they didn't do right or they didn't make it. That's just life. You don't give up. You pray, number one, for discernment, and you keep on searching till you find the person that God wants to use you to be a blessing to. All right? And that's what it's about. And I have to say that because, a lot of times in our community, people are scared of investing in other black people, and we got and it's a two-sided coin. They're scared, number one, because they've tried it and they have failed, and they're scared, number two, because they've tried it and the people they help ran away with it, right? So we got to do right. You can't run away with the bag. You got to do right and bring it back so that there will be more and people can trust you and give you more and do more for you and with you. And guess what? That's an earful, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to help encourage you along the way. Well, we still didn't get any calls. We was waiting for you to call to tell us the good in the hood. So remember, each and every week, that's what we want to do. We want to spotlight the things that's happening around us so that people can know that it is some great people in society and there's still hope. And as long as there's hope, things can change for the better, no matter where we are or what we're doing. Well, I'm excited. Next week, we have some great guests coming. So we want you to stay tuned with us throughout the whole summer. We're going to be doing some awesome things. And, of course, we're going to do another end of the summer, beginning of the school year, back to school drive. So we're going to have more information for you in the upcoming weeks about that. So we just, we're 10 toes down in the community, and we want you to get with us and support us and sponsor us. Like I said, you can go to the Cash App and $ and Earful and donate to us and support us. This is our first time asking for your help, so we are asking to help us stay on the air. We need your help and support. So give us a call if you would like to make a donation at 313-450-5110, or you can Cash App us. I don't know if you can put the Cash App up, Mr. Tyler, but the Cash App is the $ and Earful. The $ and Earful. That's our Cash App if you would like to send some donations there to help us stay on the air. I am soliciting your help. I'm asking for your help so that we can stay on the air to continue to bring you good, solid shows that is motivating and encouraging you to be the best you can be right here on An Earful. Well, I just want to encourage you. The blessing is on you. The first thing man ever heard from God was be blessed, be fruitful, and multiply. God is with us, and we got to understand that and reach for higher heights. That's what it's about, y'all. You can do it, whatever it is, no matter how big your dream is. Stick to it, stick with it. Small steps will get you anywhere if you continue to make those progressive steps. So don't despise small beginnings. Keep on keeping on, keep on pushing, keep on dreaming, keep on living. And that's how you stay alive. You got to keep on dreaming and reaching for those things that God has called you to do. I'd rather die trying than die complaining, right? And that's an earful. Well, I thank God for you sticking to stand with us along the way. Excuse my phone there. And those who are watching live on Facebook, I want you to know, listen, if you cannot hear us, if it's coming on distorted, I want you to put a comment. Write that in the comment that it's distorted. I want you to begin to let us know how the audio is coming towards you, so that I can so we can try to help rectify this problem and fix this problem. So if you're watching live on Facebook now, just write in the comments that it's distorted, so that we can know how the feed is coming out to you as we are trying to help fix that problem. And I thank you for that support. Well, those of you watching on YouTube, like I said, each and every week we are live on TV 33, so you can catch us live on TV 33, where you can call in and take part of the show, because we would love to hear from you. We want to hear the good that's happening in the hood, what you're doing or locally. If you started a business, or if you have a future event that's coming on, we want to bring you in so that you can spotlight, or should I say, so that we can spotlight you and let the world know what you got going on. Okay, this show is can be seen by over 5 million viewers, and all over the world, 24/7. Virtually, we're on through YouTube and Ruko. You can catch us on your smart TV. You can watch us live in the comfort of your home, or right there in your hand. So this is an awesome platform. And like I said, each and every week we're getting better and better. Next week you're going to notice some drastic changes, and we're going to continue to make changes to make it better and better for you, our viewers and our listening audience. And we thank you so much for taking out the time to share with us this hour. And we thank you so much for sticking and staying with us as we're growing in this thing and walking in this journey. I thank God for TV 33, for the Watkins family, for our engineer, Brother Tyler, Henry Tyler, who's just an awesome man to know. And even my junior cadet engineer, Lamia, Your Highness. We thank God for her, who's working, and Lemuel, the sleepy. Well, we thank God for you. Next week, we will be right back at it, same time, same channel. We want you to come and check us out, and we want to hear from you. So remember to give us a call, and this week, when God does something for you, write it down so you won't forget, so you can call us next week and tell us the good things that God has done for you. And if you know anyone that's doing some good in the hood, we want to hear about that. Tell us about that. We need to encourage them. And that's what we want to do. We want to encourage them so they can continue to do what they are doing. All right? All right. That's our show for this week. We thank God for you who stuck and stayed with us. Remember, like and share the show. Subscribe to us so that you can get each and every show as they come in. We're praying for you, and we ask and solicit your prayers. Remember, go to Cash App and Earful, $ and Earful. Send your donations, send your support, and tell your family and friends, hey, you can donate, you can support this station that is spotlighting the good that's happening in the hood right here on an Earful. Remember, that's $ and Earful on Cash App. Or you can give us a call at 313-450-5110. If you don't have a church home, pray. Ask God for a church so that you can get in a church. And until then, remember, get in this position, reading your word. When you read the Bible, you're spending time with God. The Bible is God. Yes, it is. The Bible is God. And when you read it, you get in tune with him, you get close to him, and you get to know him better. And as you read the stories in the Bible, you will find yourself there and watch the encouragement and the empowerment to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Just rise up within you. Why? Because God is in you, God is with you, and God is for you. Well, that's our show for today. We thank you so much for sticking and staying with us, and we look forward to seeing you next week right here, same time, same channel, on TV 33 WHPR, the Watkins Station. And we are an Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. We see you next week. Be blessed.